Welcome to World Chronicles, where we delve into the gripping world of crime and delve deep into the dark underbelly of drug cartels. Today, we'll uncover the labyrinthine operations of the infamous drug cartel in Colombia, a shadowy empire that has cast its shadow over the nation for decades. Colombia, blessed with natural beauty, has been plagued by the drug cartel's dominance since the 1970s. The cartel's roots trace back to cocaine cultivation and export, making it deadly and potent. The drug cartel's stronghold is in remote regions of Colombia, where vast coca plants are cultivated for cocaine. Inaccessible and controlled by the cartel, eradicating the illicit trade poses challenges for the government. With a steady flow of cocaine into international markets, the cartel amassed unimaginable wealth and power. Its tentacles extended to every facet of Colombian society, from law enforcement to politics, making it nearly untouchable. The cartel's leaders, known as narcos, ruled with an iron fist, and any threat to their empire was met with ruthless violence. Their legendary kingpins, like Pablo Escobar and El Chapo, became synonymous with terror and excess. The vast profits from the drug trade fueled a cycle of violence as rival cartels fought for control over lucrative territories. This bloodshed left devastation across the nation, affecting innocent civilians and those involved in the illicit trade. To maintain their stranglehold on power, the cartel corrupted law enforcement agencies and politicians, infiltrating the institutions meant to combat them. This web of corruption ensured they stayed ahead of their pursuers. However, international pressure on the Colombian government led to efforts to dismantle the cartel. With the help of the United States, military and law enforcement targeted key figures, leading to the capture or death of top leaders. Despite these blows, the drug cartel's resilience was astonishing. New leaders emerged, and the organization adapted to changing circumstances, making it a formidable foe for law enforcement agencies both within and beyond Colombia's borders. One of the cartel's chilling tactics was narco-terrorism, using extreme violence to instill fear and undermine the government's authority. Bombings, assassinations, and kidnappings were frequent tools in their sinister arsenal. The cartel also diversified its operations, branching out into money laundering, arms trafficking, and human smuggling. These activities further strengthened their influence and allowed them to finance their illicit activities on a global scale. The United States, being a major consumer of cocaine, played a significant role in the fight against the cartel. Joint operations, extraditions, and intelligence sharing became crucial components of the ongoing battle to dismantle the organization. Despite international efforts, the demand for cocaine persisted, and the cartel's influence endured. Poverty and lack of opportunities in remote regions pushed many farmers to continue cultivating coca plants, perpetuating the cycle of drug production. The cartel also exploited the weaknesses of Colombia's justice system, using their vast resources to intimidate witnesses and obstruct investigations. This created an environment where impunity thrived and justice was often elusive. As the cartel expanded its reach, it established connections with criminal organizations worldwide, forming a vast network that spanned continents. This made it even more challenging for authorities to dismantle the operation completely. Over the years, the Colombian government implemented strategies to combat the drug cartel. Social programs, alternative crop initiatives, and increased security aimed to reduce the cartel's influence and address drug trade causes. Despite some progress, the cartel's legacy remains deeply entrenched in Colombian society. It left scars that will take generations to heal, and its impact continues to shape the nation's socio-economic and political landscape. As technology evolved, the cartel adapted as well, using encrypted communication and advanced smuggling techniques to evade detection. This cat-and-mouse game with law enforcement continues to this day. The cartel's influence also extended to pop culture, with movies and TV shows glorifying the lives of infamous narcos. This fascination inadvertently glamorized criminal behavior and perpetuated a cycle of violence and idolization. A key aspect of the cartel's survival was the loyalty of its foot soldiers, often recruited from impoverished backgrounds. The cartel provided them a sense of belonging and financial security, hindering efforts to break the organization. In recent years, public sentiment in Colombia shifted towards demanding a comprehensive approach to combat the drug trade. Calls for addressing socioeconomic disparities and empowering affected communities grew louder. As the cartel evolved, law enforcement adapted strategies too. Intelligence-led ops, international cooperation, and financial sanctions were vital in fighting cartels' illicit activities. The Colombian government faced a dilemma between pursuing a heavy-handed approach and addressing the root causes of the drug trade. Balancing security measures with long-term solutions became an ongoing challenge. While some areas have seen significant improvements due to government efforts, the cartel's influence has shifted to new territories. This constant shifting made it challenging for authorities to predict their next move. Another facet of the cartel's operation was the corruption of youth, who were often groomed to become future members. Breaking this cycle of recruitment proved vital in preventing the cartel's resurgence. The cartel's war on rival factions and dissidents led to a surge in violence in certain regions, causing a humanitarian crisis. Displaced communities and internally displaced persons, IDPs, faced a bleak reality, with limited resources and support. As the world became more interconnected, international cooperation in combating the drug cartel became paramount. Intelligence sharing, joint operations, and extraditions were key strategies employed by governments globally. Despite ongoing efforts, the allure of quick money and power continues to draw people into the cartel's ranks. Addressing the socioeconomic disparities that push individuals towards criminal activities remains a complex challenge. The cartel's influence extends beyond Colombia's borders, with its reach being felt in neighboring countries as well. Regional cooperation and coordination are vital to tackle this transnational threat effectively. One of the most significant victories against the cartel was the extradition and prosecution of high-profile leaders abroad. This approach allowed for more impartial trials, weakening the cartel's hold on Colombia's justice system. Over time, some ex-cartel members chose to surrender and collaborate with authorities, giving vital insights into the organization's inner workings. These defections weakened the cartel's structure but didn't dismantle it fully. As the drug cartel's reign of terror continues, it serves as a stark reminder of the far-reaching consequences of drug consumption and the importance of global efforts to combat narcotics trafficking. The Colombian government, along with international partners, remains committed to the fight against the drug cartel. Through innovative approaches and lessons learned from the past, they strive to bring an end to this menace. The victims of the cartel's violence and their families continue to seek justice and healing. Comprehensive support systems are essential to help them rebuild their lives in communities devastated by the drug trade. As Colombia moves ahead, it faces the arduous task of rewriting its narrative and shedding the image of drug cartel association. The country's rich culture and heritage contrast the criminal empire's dark shadow. The fight against the drug cartel is far from over. It requires sustained efforts, international collaboration, and a commitment to addressing the root causes of the drug trade to truly break free from its grip. Our journey into the depths of the drug cartel in Colombia has shed light on the complexities of this criminal empire. It is a story of power, corruption, violence, and the relentless pursuit of control. As the battle rages on, we must remain vigilant in our pursuit of a drug-free world, free from the clutches of cartels and the devastation they bring. Stay tuned for more stories of the world's chronicles as we continue to explore the fascinating and sometimes harrowing realities of our planet.